Wait a second, wait a second. I don't even know where to start. What did I do today? I went to pick up some maca. They say it's supposed to be good for the male or female hormones. What are they supposed to do? Make me more harmonious? Bought a little bit of this. See this little thing I got? Somehow, I feel like there's a fishing line that's connected to this running somewhere in my body. In fact, any pimples I ever get, I don't know about you, but when I get close to the pimple, I want to understand, how can I get rid of that pimple? Where is it coming from? Why can't they just squeeze out what it is to take it away? Because for me, it's like a cobweb. Somebody spun a web and threw one string and is now connected to here. Almost like, have you ever seen, these countries, the Asian countries, and they take this little needle and they poke it in here, and the Matrix, they poke 1,000 needles because we're on strings. You hit me in the head, I go, oh my God, it hurts. Where does it hurt? It hurts on my foot. That's right. I stuck a needle in my foot, it hurt me in the head. I got hit in the head, it's because of my foot. How about some of this to cure that? They say it's good cold and it's good warm. You know what? I like to have a drink in celebration of the 21st of the month, the 264th, and would be the 256th day communication, 6 by 530 by 260 plus 11, 71, the gateway. Today is the gateway. A little bit of that. A little bit of prana. Prana. Watched a movie last night, and in the movie, they were talking about the sickle disease that came out of Africa. So crazy, because in the same movie, they had the Twin Towers at the end. And that's one day before I mentioned that today is a replica of the same thing that happened at the Twin Towers. What is the difference? The future is the difference. 11 years into the future, 11 days into the future. Instead of on the 11th, it's now on the 21st, the eve of the 22nd, because 11 and 11 from 9/11 is tomorrow. When all energies link, because they don't link straight up. It's like this. If you have an X, something is behind something else. If you have a V, you could be going up and down, or one is still passing in front of the other cells and the other one stops. The chicken foot, we're not going to get into that. Essential oil, okay, tea tree. Why did I buy it? Because I read it and it clicked in my head. I see the combination of what I'm going to be eating and doing with these essentials I have in front of me, so my body can come back and become the earth. Instead of me as my choice, egotistical, choosing to be me because what I want in life, I need, if I'm going to use my body, if there's a reality of moving objects with your mind, you must reconnect to the essential that what comes with the mind, you cannot do anything without the earth. So unless you connect to the earth, you will do nothing. You will not even have a vibration. Your voice will not be heard. Your mouth may move, but all you are, again, is reflecting. Moringa, raw-powered, the world's most nutritious leaf. Now the question is it better to have this leaf? Am I supposed to read up about all this? Yes, and understand what it is to have exactly the purity off the tree, or this, what the difference is. My son told me about it. I liked it. I'm going to implement this in my regular diet a little bit. It's like an additive. Can you turn some of this into actually the reality of a whole meal? I'll ask you a question. You throw the ketchup in, but you're putting the ketchup on the meat. Your ketchup becomes part of the whole meal. Although you need a little sliver, that's all you need compared to that big steak. The ketchup satisfied you by 1 ounce. But the steak, you needed 16 ounces to be satisfied, and all you wanted was more ketchup. Adding moringa to my diet from my son. Citronella, they're talking about taking it off the market. When I went in to buy this bottle over here, $10.99, they're talking about taking citronella off the market because of certain elements in it that can harm you. But at the same time, there was a sign, and on the sign it said 2,000 chemicals in cigarettes that create over 50,000 combinations, and then more than double it after it is lit up. because now it becomes a science project, right? The turning, the twisting, the baking. After you bake the cake, it comes out for the result. Then you eat it, becomes crap again. They want to take citronella off the market, but they're still selling cigarettes, but that's okay. A little bit of concentrates. This is a supplement complement for ionic minerals and trace element supplements. I have no idea what it does. My son bought it. I says, I want one. He says, Dad, you don't have to buy everything. I know. I says, but if you're taking that and you're not buying very much, you must be taking the essentials, right? Thank you for making the choice. I believe and trust you. Then we went on and got this. Now, the only reason I bought this, okay, is because this name down here, okay, when I see METS, it says Met Chinois, it means Chinese food, okay? Everything looks Chinese is because it's coming from the other side. You don't know it because it's the other world, okay? Looks Chinese, doesn't it? So nice of you to say. It looks Hebrew, must be backwards. Looks Greek, it's from behind. Thank God I understood. Then we got harmonized protein. I didn't even want the chocolate. I bought the vanilla. The lady working there says it has no taste. There was only one left on the shelf. 3 of the chocolate, but 1 of the vanilla. Me like a jerk. I take the vanilla. She says, take the chocolate. Why was she selling me on chocolate? But the greatest thing about this, I want to show you what really, really is this. I've been talking about this for years. 5 New Zealand proteins, featuring 5 New Zealand proteins. I don't know where it was made, but the minute New Zealand comes on, the lowest of all hotlands and coldlands, okay, this says it is made the cleanest protein possible. Harmonized protein features a blend of 5 of New Zealand proteins. The cattle that produce the milk used to create these unique proteins are raised without the use of growth-regulating steroids or milk-inducing hormones, including RBGH. The milk is free of antibiotics and is routinely screened for over 200 chemicals, contaminating, including pesticides, fertilizers, and PCBs. New Zealand proteins are considered to be the cleanest and the purest in the whole world. Do you know why I bought this? New Zealand. Turn the N sideways. It's a Z. Z and N. 2 right-angled aces stuck together by the bar in the center, because you need the house of the ace, the center house, and they stick 1 on this side and they stick 1 on that side. I've done that design for you, right? I'll try and do that again if I could really quick. You have an N, right? You have the N, and then there you go. 2 aces, what's upside down? Here's the other world in between. But if you do M, okay, excuse me, you have 3, 1 upside down world, okay? Now, it's a straight arm, right angle, but this one over here is a perfect 45 degree, 90 degree opening. This is 22.5 equals, is that right? This is a 45 and 22 is 67.5, 6, 7, and 5, the same number I did yesterday, and I wasn't prepared for any numbers right now. The other thing I bought was copper, okay? Copper, my friends, I want to tell you one thing. I wish I was a grain of salt. I wish I was just dust in the air, because it is the pate of the dust in the air. It is the life that's inside the copper, mixed with the spirit that gives you the element to life inside your blood, where your heart stamps out the information that the spirit lets in within the mind, running into your soul through the heart and distributing through the mind or through your sexes. The vibration, the Morse code, the digital code from the outer world, of the world below, of the world that is outside of the realm of your thought. Like if your thought says it can't be in the fridge, then it'll be in the fridge. If whatever you say it can't be, it will be. Because if it was when you didn't know and you don't know now, it's always going to be something you haven't thought of. Otherwise, you'd know the answer. But you can always ask, maybe it could be. But is it? If you don't guess it right in 2 guesses, you're out. So if it's not that, it's going to be something else that you didn't know. Because if you tell me all the stories in the world, your story would be just like pie. It would go on and on and on, but never a result. Tell me any story you want, but you'll never have a result. We have to put limits and limitations on things for things to have more of a value. We'll run a race. This is how the race goes. Put your foot forward. There you go. The race is over. You all win. Raphael 7286. No. There was one other thing. There was an angry Bob. No, we showed you the M and the N, right? The other thing is the 111th day of the year. January, February, 59. March, equal to 90, and in a leap year, 91. That is so perfect. March 31st is so perfect. You want to know the holidays? You want to know why Easter is in the month of April or the month of March or whatever day it is? You want to figure out the holidays about Christmas and a reason for it to be on the 25th. A reason for Christ to be here. You want to have reasons? I can find you reasons, and it's all in numbers. You raise and you lower numbers just to find the in-between. You create the story within the realm you are looking. The 90th day. Okay, the 21st day of April. All right, this is the 31st. The 21st day of April is the 111th day of the year. The 21st of April, 4 and 3. 4 and 3. 4 by 3 is 7. 4 times 3 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. 3 and 7. That's what it comes back to again and again. 37, and if you were playing Monopoly, I think that would be Park Place. That'd be pretty funny, eh? Because that's the street I live on. 13, well, that's my address. Actually, my address is 1303. My parking is 111. Pretty funny. You know what's funny? That after doing this for whatever amount of time, if you want to include the totality, let's say reasonably to say it's about 9.5 years, and I think I've created within my own realm that my numbers should show up, because inside the numbers I showed you and my address of 13303 is also my social insurance number. And all you have to do is include 2 or 3 items, and it's all there. So it's almost like I created this false world to fall on my numbers, you know. And then I find reason, like October 4th is going to be the blowing of the ram's horn, and my shul is called the House of Jacob, and the Jordan River is a walk away, and Mount Sinai is a 30 to 40-minute drive away, to where we have the mountains of royalty, the royal kingdom. That would be Mont. Instead of Israel, it would be Montreal. The same thing, Israel, Montreal, real, Monet, Sim. Let me write this down. Montreal is real. M-O-N-S-I-M, Simon. It says Simon Real. Simon or Real. Who is Simon and Real? Simon and Real. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's crazy. Simon and Real is my brother-in-law and my sister-in-law. But the mountain, the real mountain, are the Laurentide Mountains, and that's where I live. And in the Laurentide Mountains is Mount Tremblant, Saint Agathe, Mount Sinai. So the reflection, okay, of September 11th on the 254th day and April 21st, in which is the 111th day, or 254 days the other way, in which that would be 408. That's crazy. I saw that number before. I'm calculating now. I'm thinking. Because whatever I'm doing right now, I just learned it right now. Right now. A lot of stuff I only learned right now. Because I get so into it and I keep learning and I keep writing, I keep learning, keep writing, and then I forget exactly the beginning. I can't do the video. So I do the beginning and I stop right there and then I move on. So what we're going to do now is that April, we're going to get 9 more days, plus May is 31, June, July is 31, August is 31, and then 11. You would have 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 101, 132, 142, 143. Is that my number? 143, 111, 111. Yes, that's what it would be. It would be 222, 322, 325, 365. Why? Because September to December, January to April, between 143 from April over to September, 143. 4 by 3, 4 plus 3. 4 times 3, 4 plus 3. Bringing these numbers all back to relate to 9/11. 12 and 7 is 19. 19 plus 1 is 20. Add 1 to 20 equals 210, equals to the doghouse we are in. It's the 8C vibration within inside of us. When you have a cat that slaps you 5 in the front, he's not giving you a 10. He's giving you an 8. You got butterflies on the side, right? If the 2 cats put their hands together, right? Check which hands they're using. He uses his right. The other guy uses this hand, or does he use his opposite hand so the thumbs don't touch? The thumbs never get to see each other. So you have 1, 4, 4, 1. Isn't that the way it would be? And you see the way it comes on one side design and finishes on the other? Where were we next? Has anybody seen what's in here? This is all kinds of flower teas. I want to get back to the earth. I want to talk to the earth. Obviously, it's got to be some sort of machine like we are. Prime numbers. Let me get into something else that we did over here. I'm going to do this one more time. 4 times 3, 4 plus 3. 1 to 19, when you add it up, okay, it's 191. 190. Okay, now we're going to do this. 3 by 14 is 52 man. 1 by 43 is the AC power. 1 plus 43 or 1 to 43 are the presidencies we're in right now. Start with the first one and on 43. 42 and 41 is what's in between. 41 is in between what 41 and 43 is. 41, 42, 43, each one of the numbers. The number 41, 1 equals to the number 42, and 3 equals to the number 43, or 43 equals to the number 43. So we all understood this, right? The other thing I wanted to mention is in French, look at this crazy thing in French. Now, I didn't finish doing this, right? But JVS is a kind of videotaping mechanism, okay? This is the days of the week, the initials in French. It says queen, queen. It says maître, maître. It says king, king, même, the same, the same. Same person gets both the worlds. You have to get a D queen and you have to come into the L world to get a crown from the 2 heavens, your crown, and the crown from the other world because you need it, okay? You're Jack. You're also valet. You are the Jack valet service. Spirit that comes in the days of the week in French. Now, the days of the week in English I did not do, but I will also show you numbers that go along with it. 4, 3, 4, 4, 7, 4, 7. This is the time we're in right now. Okay? Vendredi, samedi. Jeudi, the game we play. Vendredi, the egg we cook. Samedi, mass, see same day. Delta, the angle within your mind. L, the mind, the world it is in. M, that connects the 2 crowns within each other. Last night I went to a movie. They mentioned Greenwood. Just so happened that I got a friend of mine. Her name is that in French, and she just mentioned it to me the other day. Not only that, the Twin Towers showed up in the movie, like I said earlier. And they mentioned sickle disease, and they said it come out of Africa, and now all of a sudden the Twin Towers are gone. The next day to the following 11-day approach of June 21st, and now Ebola. So It's all pretty weird to me. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for your moment.